It certainly seems that people are incredibly thirsty for new information regarding both the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. I swear to God, every single day I log on to Twitter or jump on social media, I'm met with new articles detailing a brand new set of leaks and all these new games that will be at Sony's reveal event. And every single day, that reveal event is either on February 5th or February 12th or February 20th, and people are just hungry to learn more about what potentially Sony is doing. And on the flip side, Xbox has been a little bit quiet. We know that they don't have a reveal event next month. They will be at E3, and I fully expect there to be a media event for Xbox Series X sometime in April. But today, I got shared something in my DMs. A whole bunch of you wanted me to talk about this Xbox E3 leak. Some of it seems like it could be right. People are trying to pass this off as 100% real, but we're gonna dissect it all and see what's going on here. What's going on, everybody? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. Hope everyone's having a great start to the week. And if you could do me a favor, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. While I enjoy reading all these leaks just as much as everybody else, and yeah, I have been enjoying reading all the PlayStation 5 leaks that have come out every single day, it seems, I am, of course, very interested in Xbox. I'm gonna put out the disclaimer right now. Take this all with a grain of salt. It comes from Reddit, but I want to discuss it because you guys asked me to. So here we go. This person says on Reddit that he has some friends that work at Xbox marketing and that they have told him that it's going to be a crazy E3. We know Sony's not going to be there. Microsoft is looking to basically put on a big show. So there are three big things that Xbox will show off besides the price, the date, and Lockhart. Now, of course, by the end of E3, we fully expect to know the pricing of the systems, the date of which we can buy it, which I'm assuming is November, and Lockhart, something that Microsoft's kept hidden. We know about Xbox Series X, but we don't know about the cheaper next-gen Lockhart just yet. We know that it's coming. We know that people thought it was canceled that were insiders, and certain people were saying it ain't canceled, just wait for it. That news came out. Now this guy says it's coming 2021. I don't really have any information pointing to whether it's coming at launch or coming next year. I will say if I had to guess, I would imagine Xbox Series X and whatever they call Lockhart will launch the same day. So here we go. Number one, more studios. It says they are going to talk about New Japan besides the studio that they bought. Don't know who it is, but my friends hinted that it's From Software. Also, they are buying two more. One is from Poland, not CD Projekt Red, and the other is from Canada. Now, Phil Spencer just tweeted out that he's in Japan right now. He's really excited about the future. I do think Microsoft does buy a Japanese studio. However, I don't think that studio is From Software. They're already owned wholly by somebody else. So I think you can kind of get that out of your mind. However, I do think Microsoft will buy more studios this year. And I think it'll be more than one. Now, I know a lot of you out there will point to Matt Booty's recent comments about how maybe they're moving away from acquisitions, how they want to be basically in execution mode. But Phil has talked at a great deal at length about wanting to buy a Japanese studio. I think they sealed the deal there. Now the question remains how big of a studio they go for. Will it be Capcom size level, Konami size level, or something a little bit smaller like White Owl? I don't really know, but if I were to take a guess, I think it would be a smaller size studio. But I will say, even though I'm excited to see what the Xbox studios are making, all 15 of them, I do feel Microsoft does need a few more studios to actually kind of fulfill their vision of putting out 3 to 4 games every single year, 1 per quarter. I think they need 1 more big studio and 2 more small studios. So he says that they're going to get one from Poland. I made a video about that. I put out my prediction that it could be People Can Fly or perhaps The Astronauts. And the other from Canada, I'm not really sure who's in Canada, but I do think we will see Microsoft and Xbox increase their game studios lineup by at least 1 this year. Next up, number 2, we have exclusivity deals. He says they are going all in with this one. They have the marketing and exclusive content from Rocksteady's next game. They also have exclusive content for Cyberpunk 2077 and announcing CD Projekt Red's next game, which is Witcher-based. Now, I gotta address both of those right now. We know nothing about Rocksteady's next game. I don't think it's coming out this year. However, there is a Warner Brother Montreal Batman game supposed to be launching this year. It's quite possible that this person misunderstood what was being said, and Microsoft actually has the marketing deal for Warner Brothers Batman game. However, he is right here about CD Projekt Red. They do have the marketing for that game. There might be exclusive content, and I've heard rumblings that, in fact, Microsoft is going to be doing a custom console for Cyberpunk 2077 for the Xbox One X. However, their next game being announced based on The Witcher, I think that is 100% wrong, because even CD Projekt Red themselves have come out recently and said that the second AAA game they were working on has been delayed, and it was the multiplayer for Cyberpunk 2077 and not Witcher 4. Now, it continues on here that they're also revealing Quantic Dream's new game with no release date, but is just a teaser. That's all I know. But they also told me they're doing more deals with publishers such as Rockstar, Ubisoft, EA, and a lot of indie studios. Now, I could totally see Quantic Dream's next game being revealed by Xbox. They've had a long-standing history with PlayStation, did exclusive games for them like Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, so I think that could happen. But of course, Microsoft is going to have a bunch of deals with a bunch of different studios, with a bunch of different publishers for a bunch of different games leading up to Series X and beyond. It's quite possible they have one with Rockstar. Ubisoft has a whole bunch of games, whether it's, Rainbow Six Siege Quarantine or Watch Dogs Legions or Assassin's Creed Ragnarok, etc., etc., Far Cry. EA always kind of partners with Xbox on certain things. That's the thing about this leak, is like some of it's clearly just wrong, but there's enough kernels of truth, things that are right, to make you look at it, pause, and think for a second, well, wait a minute, maybe some of this is actually correct. Now, of course, the big info here, number 3 launch titles. The 3 big ones are Halo Infinite, Forza Motorsport 8, and Perfect Dark Reboot, made by Rare and the Coalition. And already it's like, okay, you see how he just does a couple things here that are truthful and one that is kind of just hopeful? So Halo Infinite's coming. Microsoft's already announced that. And of course, we can guess that a new Forza's coming. I've been saying it's Horizon 5, but recently I'm changing my mind to Motorsport 8. I think Horizon 5 comes at the end of 2021. There's been a lot of rumors regarding Perfect Dark. I've heard that the Coalition is actually incubating a Perfect Dark game that's in pre-production, but has been sidelined for now. I don't think there's going to be a Perfect Dark game at launch, and I don't think it's going to be a collab between the Coalition and Rare. But there is something brewing with Perfect Dark behind the scenes. I just don't know what it is. Now, he says all those are coming at launch, subject to change, of course, because you got to cover your ass. You always got to cover your ass. Oh, things may change, dates may change, deals may not go through. You always got to say that, right? So these games coming next up are launch window November to April of 2021. Fable, Playground Games, 100%. I know that Playground is 100% working on Fable. I used to say 99.9%, but I am utterly convinced, as much as you humanly possibly can be, that Playground Games open world RPG is indeed Fable, although I do not know when it's coming out. House of Thieves, which is Compulsion's game, new IP inspired by Uncharted and BioShock. The only thing we know for sure about Compulsion's new game is that is third person, which the Iron Lords had a great interview past Sunday with the community manager at Compulsion. Check that out, but they did drop the nugget that it's third person. Obsidian Entertainment's next game is in a AAA open world RPG mixed between Skyrim and the Outer Worlds with some new iterations, been in development since 2016 now. I think that is 100% true. Obsidian's next big game has been described to me as kind of their Skyrim, so I think that is right. Although, like I said, I don't think any of the stuff is launching by April of 2021. And he says that's all for the first party. Now for the third party launch, you have Assassin's Creed Ragnarok, February 14, 2021. I think that's not true whatsoever. I think that game is launching this holiday for the PS5 and Xbox Series X launches. And as far as we know, Ragnarok's not even the name of it anymore. Rocksteady's new game, November 28th. I think that's bull. Like I said earlier, I think he's just What he really means is the Warner Brothers Montreal's new Batman game. It's not Rocksteady's. Mafia 4, March 3rd. There is a Mafia 4 in development from everything we've heard, but we have no idea when it's coming out. And last but not least, Grand Theft Auto 6 in April of 2021. Now, we know Grand Theft Auto is in development. There were some leaks regarding that because Rockstar had to basically pay some taxes, some relief fund from the UK that kind of outed the games have been in development. Of course it's in development. Now the question is, when is it coming out? 2021 could be a good guess, but I don't know if we'll see that at E3. But of course, the guy says all dates are subject to change. Take this all with a grain of salt. Some of it may have been lost in translation, meaning my friend could have misinformed, but I trust them. So there you go. Even though there's a whole bunch of PlayStation leaks going on right now, some of them may be true and some of them may be false, but they're all interesting to read. I wanted to actually talk about this Xbox one because a couple things here are true. Some of it is mostly wrong, but we're in that time now where people are trying to get that notoriety, that 10 minutes of fame of putting out new information, new leaks about what Xbox is doing, because that's what people are hungry for. They want to know the games that they're playing at the end of the year. They want to know if Microsoft's going to add to their new studios. All that stuff is super interesting. So that's the video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Share this out on social media. And as always, if you want to be notified immediately when I drop a new video, make sure you hit that notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Later, guys.